Hey everybody, this is Sam with Pro Wrestling Overtime. And I feel like I need to put this out here. I hope you're listening to this before noon because I don't want you to miss it if you can watch it. Remember, today's Thursday. Today is Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. It comes on at noon. Remember that on Peacock. Yes, you can watch it later, but by then, everyone, including me, I hope, is talking about the match of the pay per view, Edge versus Seth Rollins, and they're doing it Hell in a Cell style. Now, what does this match prove to me? It actually proves to me that WWE knows exactly what they're doing. This has been one of WWE's best booked storylines the whole year. It has been the best long term program in a while. No, don't say Randy Orton versus Edge from last year. No, that was only long term because Edge got hurt. And see, this match is going to do exactly what the old, yes, I'm using finger quotes, WWE actually used to do. See, they used to tell a storyline through promos, through them going to each other's houses, or interfering in matches, or passing each other in the hallway and setting each other up. And then to settle this grudge, they had a match, and one of them won. Well, immediately the loser said, whoa, 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 whoa. We've got to hold another match because you cheated or you did this or you did that. Well, they wouldn't have it like the very next week or 2 weeks from now. They would slow build to it. And you saw Edge do that perfectly. Well, Seth Rollins matched him step for step. And when you have a heated feud like this, no, I'm not calling it a blood feud. There hasn't been any blood spilled yet. Um, what you do on the second match is then the loser from the first match wins. It sets up the ultimate rubber match of who's gonna win. Because in big time programs that happen maybe 4 times in a year, maybe, and never with the same wrestlers. But there was always this third match. And if you could string it out over 6 to 8 months, or even a year, or, and I hate to say it, like AEW has done with Hangman Page and Kenny Omega, do you realize they've strung that storyline out 2.5 years? Whew. Anyway, this match has no titles, no gimmicks as far as King of the Ring or some award or trophy. This is just about two guys going after each other. And see, this is what Hell in a Cell was made for. It was never supposed to be a pay per view, it was always supposed to be a match. It was supposed to be used sparingly. you might go 6 months to a year without ever using it. But when you did, everyone knew it was going to be a big event. Both wrestlers were going to give their all. And there was not going to be any jokey, funny garbage like Braun Strowman tearing apart the cage to get it, Shane McMahon. Really? Come on. See, the pay per view last October 2020, unreal. You slowly had Roman Reigns and Jey Uso with Jimmy coming out and having to try to stop it to pacify Roman Reigns, not to hurt Jey. The middle match was not one that you needed to go to the bathroom on. It was Bayley versus Sasha Banks, and they were creative. Let's all get out. The moves they did, the selling they did, the weapons used. Unreal. You weren't bored a minute. And then to end it, and they never called it the main event. It was just the third match. It was Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, which had been going on for a while. And to see Randy finally get the belt again was unreal. But see, they had to ruin it and have another one 6, 7 months later. What? I think it was in May or June. June, I think. And there were absolutely no storylines. None that warranted being in the cell. None. Think about it. Roman J was family. Bayley Sasha, that might as well been family. It's two best friends going at it. And third was Drew Randy, who actually are two proud men, and Randy wanted that belt. He wanted the next reign. He wanted the next number. And
free shipping in continental U.S. only. See website for subscription offer details. Calling all partners. Losing weight is better together with Nutrisystem's new partner plan. It's so much easier when you do it together. You'll both get new premium meals with up to 30 grams of protein. They're big and filling and taste delicious. New skillet selections that go from pan to plate in minutes. And new restaurant faves that taste like your favorite restaurant meals, portioned at half the calories. Powered by the science of ProSync to help keep your blood sugar steady and you losing weight. Motivate each other, keep each other accountable, and reach your goals with Nutrisystem's partner plan. Just go to Nutrisystem.com/diet right now and get 50% off. You heard me right. Go to Nutrisystem.com/diet right now and get 50% off everything. Don't wait. This special offer will not last long. Just go to Nutrisystem.com/diet right now and get 50% off. Go to Nutrisystem.com/diet.
so in June, we got a sloppy nightmare mess. Remember? The network shelled because they were having Hell in a Cell. So, because Fox yelled so bad, they moved Roman versus Rey Mysterio off the pay per view and onto SmackDown right before Hell in a Cell that weekend. It was the go home show. And they have Roman Ray on Fox. And it was a total letdown. And then they had what, two matches, I think, on the actual Hell in a Cell pay per view? Two. And filled the rest of it with inconsequential matches that were horrible just about. And then we had another Hell in a Cell match on Raw to make NBC USA happy. You get a Hell in a Cell, you get a Hell in a Cell, you get a Hell in a Cell. And I thought, okay, well, at least we're done with this garbage. Trying to manufacture stuff. And when I heard the rumors that there was going to be Hell in a Cell in Saudi Arabia, I just wanted to bang my head against the wall. But when Edge was standing in the ring, I'd totally forgotten those rumors. So it caught me a little off guard when he told Seth it would be a Hell in a Cell match. And I thought, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. There was no bang in my head. Yeah, I know it's the fifth Hell in a Cell match this year. But this one I think is actually going to be good. I think Edge and Seth are great veterans that are actually going to make this worthwhile for all of us. And I think that it's going to show everyone why this gimmick match should be used very sparingly as only a feud ender. And that's what this should be, the ultimate feud ender. These guys should not touch again, talk about each other, look at each other for at least a year. Seth's going to Raw, and let's just call this one good. And this needs to be laid out so well that whoever loses is off TV for like 3 weeks, 6 weeks, with an injury that occurred in the cell. Because that's usually what happens. Remember the feuds that are burned in our memory of Hell in a Cell, like Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker? Can you forget that one? The one that's burned in my memory is Triple H versus Batista, because both made sense for the story that was playing out. The one that I was disappointed in that never reached Hell in a Cell, but I thought was at that level and should have been, was Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Well, I can honestly say Seth Rollins and Edge have reached that level. Their last two matches have been total bangers. And I guess the only thing I hate is that this is the Saudi Arabia per view. And if you were listening to me this time last season, you heard how happy I was that they didn't get to go. Um, this pay per view has always been garbage. It always has matches that sound like it's gonna be good, and that they're gonna be the match of the pay per view, and maybe a match of the year candidate. And the thing is, if anything's gonna be screwed up, it's gonna be screwed up in Saudi Arabia. I mean, remember what happened with Undertaker and Goldberg? Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have brought that up. But, here's the thing. Which Seth Rollins will we get? The 2014 Hell in a Cell match with Dean Ambrose was very good. Or are we going to get Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins? Remember that one with the red light on the red cage? Edge, I'm not worried about him. If you've got time, if you're listening to this in the morning, you can get Peacock at your desk. You can get Peacock if you're at home or whatever. Find the Edge versus the Undertaker SummerSlam in the Cell 2008. That's the one that's under or overlooked. It's a classic. I know because I just watched it. Guys, I'm calling this about 8 hours before they hit the ring. I believe Seth Rollins and Edge are going to be the match of this pay per view. And if done correctly and left alone, these two may also give us another classic. I'll talk to you soon. And hopefully, I see you somewhere down the road.